It's 2014 at UC Davis, waiting with a possible HIV exposure, completely still in the sterile air of that exam room, waiting for my doctor to come in. Drowning on the inside, overwhelmed by my emotions, angry at having been lied to, terrified that I might have caught it, ashamed that I didn't protect myself better, hoping my doctor would throw me a lifesaver, tell me I was going to be okay, show me the next steps. But she had no clue what PEP was. And so I, a 20-year-old, was robbed of any sense of hope or safety. I so wanted her to be my advocate, but instead I had to show her articles and websites to educate her about it. A college student with no formal medical experience. And what made matters worse was a quickly closing window of less than 24 hours to get treatment, and she was my only option at that point. As a Palestinian, I always knew that my ancestors were very judicious. Whenever a conflict would arise in our village, people would seek out my family for advice and guidance to be their advocates. I carry that history within me. It's a power I've used for the benefit of my community as well. And I felt the weight of this as I listened to her in that exam room. I had a choice to make. I had every right to feel indignant, but I approached her with kindness and chose to share information that she should have already known. Stories like mine are such a common narrative for queer people who seek out care. We end up being unpaid subject matter experts in a room with someone who's trained and paid to be one. I don't have the privilege of feeling like my doctor knows best, because that kind of false sense of security could be detrimental to my health. Hypervigilance equals survival for queer patients. And that day in that exam room led me on my journey to work in HIV prevention. And I now use my voice, the spirit of my ancestors, to advocate for all queer people everywhere. I want all providers to have curiosity about my community's struggles, which goes hand in hand with feeling empathy for all of us. Going into medicine shouldn't just be about the science, because a sense of justice, empathy, and advocacy is essential to holistically caring for any patient. When does the healthcare system bridge the gap of advocacy that queer people have been building on behalf of doctors for so long? When do we get to enter the exam room secure in the knowledge that we're going to receive the proper care in order to survive or even to thrive? My name is Zaheer, and this is my story.